Hi guys, welcome back to Brooke Sims. Today I want to help y'all learn how to build a good base game starter house because I am in so many groups and I still see people talk about how they have such a hard time building and all of this, and I just thought it would be super helpful to put out a video that kind of pinpoints a few details that you could go through while you're building. And so I thought that I could go through a few tips with y'all today as I build a little base game starter house. I used to build houses like this, okay? Your girl would be out here with the whole struggle. And it wasn't until very recently that I got into building a lot more. And like anything, the more you do it, the better you'll get. So let's go ahead and start out. Now, the first thing is you really don't want the house to just be a block. You want to kind of give it a little bit of dimension and help it stand out, look a little less uniform. Okay, so let's just jump right into it, y'all. So you're going to go into your wall tools right here, and I like to do the room tool because to me it's easier than just building a singular wall at a time. And there's also the custom room tool where when you click, it'll just do whatever wall you want it to do, kind of like that. But I'm not going to use that either. We're just going to use this broom tool. So on this side right here, you're going to take this and let's draw like a bedroom. I feel like this is about a bedroom size, a good bedroom size for a starter home at least. And then we can go over here and that can be the bathroom. Again, I don't want to make this look super boxy, so I'm going to go down about maybe 2, and then I'm going to build a bigger box, about like maybe that. And this can be like our living room, dining, or living room and kitchen moment. And if you wanted to, you could even make another bump out right here, about this big. And this could be the dining room. It's going to be a small dining room, which is okay because this is a starter house. There's no need for it to be giant. So now all we got to do is go to roof it. And to roof it, you can do a couple of different ways. You could get this gabled roof right here, drag it over, and then you're going to drag it back as well, all the way back. And for right here, we could do the same thing maybe. Just to copy it, you click on your roof, and right here it says copy, and we'll pull it over, and then we're just going to fit it to match the box underneath. Make sure that it matches on both sides. And then for this tiny one over here, we could get this half-hipped gabled roof. We're going to turn it. That way it matches up. And we can just pull it in like that. And we can pull down the edges of this roof right here. All you do is pull this down like that. And I think that's a cute little house. Now, I do want to put it on a little bit of a foundation. And a foundation is free. So you can just click on one of the walls, drag this up. I'm going to do probably, maybe, no, let's do 2. I like 2. We're just going to put a tiny little foundation right here. So to do that, you go right here under walls and empty rooms. And you're going to go down here to flat square. You can make it fit. You just pull it back and pull it over just like we done a moment ago. And there you have your little porch area. I mean, of course, if you want it bigger, then by all means, you could pull it out, pull it down. You could even pull it back and make it wrap around just like that. And that is cute. That could be a really cute covered porch. But for today, I'm just going to put it like this. Because this opening, this corner, is a really nice spot for landscaping. So let's pick out a front door. I'm actually going to make these a small wall height. I don't like them be a medium. And to do that, you can click any wall. And right up here, it tells you the wall heights, tall wall, medium wall. We're going to go for a short wall because I don't want that much space. I prefer medium walls on 2-story houses, something a little bit bigger. But for a cute little tiny home, we don't need no big old walls. Now I am going to make sure that I have my base game only highlighted. That way that's all I'm seeing and I don't get fooled into picking something else. And we're just going to pick out a front door. Personally, one of my favorite doors is this door. I love the way it looks. So I'm going to put this door in here. Now we need to get some windows. The windows, it's really to preference what you like, what you want your style of house to be. But for me today, I think I'm going to go with maybe something that's a little more traditional. I think I may even go with the ones with the shutters because I do like how it looks on this house. But I don't necessarily want to leave this spot right here empty because you don't want it to just be blank and just have the door. So maybe we can get a different kind of window, maybe something like this, and we'll match up the length or the height of the door with the height of the windows. And to do that, when you get your window, you just hold down the Alt key and you can free range it. You can put it wherever your heart desires. So we're just going to put those like that. And I'm going to go ahead on the rest of the house and make sure that I have windows covered there too, while trying to keep in mind that we are on a budget. But thankfully, these windows are a little bit cheaper, so we're okay for now. So I'm going to leave this blank right here because I'm hoping that we'll be able to put a little back door and a cute little sitting area outside. But I'm going to wait till the end to get to that. I don't really want to leave it blank, so I'm just going to put a door there just to kind of remind me that that's what I'm going for and that's my goal. For the back door, I'm probably going to put something kind of like this. This reminds me of a more traditional style back door. I actually do prefer it. And we'll put some windows back there too, just to kind of keep up with the front. That way it don't just look bare right here. Now I want to go in and I want to decide a paint color. So this again is just your preference. It's whatever you want to do. You can paint this house whatever color your heart desires, whatever you want to do. You do it. Since I am going for this kind of styled build, am probably going to do one of the sidings. I'm really vibing with blue. I don't know. Maybe it was the little Simsy video yesterday. That could have been it. But now that's kind of what I'm wanting. It's what I'm vibing with. So maybe we'll do a little bit of blue. And I'm going to put it also on this side. So I like to alternate my colors a little bit because I don't want a house to just be one solid tone, the whole thing just one color. I like a little bit of variety. That is just me. But in my opinion, I feel like it adds a little bit of oomph to the build or a little bit of extra. So, you do whatever you want with your build. But for me, I want to add that little extra detail that really will make the house pop a little bit more. So I've decided to go in with the unbent smoothness right here. They have a lot of pretty colors. I really like this green color and the orangey color. If you're doing more of a warm tone build, this orangey tone, it looks really good with it. So now that we've got our house painted, we've got our colors picked out, I want to go in and I want to add roof trim. So to do that, you go over here in build mode and you make sure you click roof trims. And here you've got a whole variety of different size trims you can use. You can use these. A lot of people will use these. I'm a fan of it. But for today's, I think I'm going to keep it a little bit smaller and I'm going to do the one beside it. Also, a whole bunch of colors you can choose from. I'm going to go with white since I've got white windows and doors. And a lot of people don't know this, but if you hold your roof trim right here in this area, it'll put some right here as well, just like right there. And it helps add, once again, it's that small detail. And the small details really do stand out at the end of a build, I think. You can do these and they are free. And I want to say you can also do these if you're on a medium wall height. You can go right here to freezes and exterior trims and you can put these on as well and it'll go around your whole house and it is such a pretty detail to add. Since we are on a smaller wall scale right now, we can't do it. You have to be on medium or the tallest that you can go. So now that we've got that done, I think that looks super cute. I'm going to go right here to our wall sculptures and I'm going to get this wall vent of no particular distinction and I'm going to stick it right here and right here. And I think that looks really realistic. It's a nice little touch to add to the house. I'm also going to go in and get some roof paint. And to do that, you go on top of the roof. It says roof patterns. Once again, whole array. You do what suits your build or what your heart desires. For mine today, I'm thinking of doing, I think I'm going to go with these Shake It Up. And I'm going to go with this kind of brown tone because I do like how it looks compared to the black. And now I want to get some wood or something to go right here. Another detail that you can put into your build that will kind of shake it up and make it look a little bit better. And usually I'll do wood sometimes if that's what the vibe is with the house. And other times you can go to the masonry or the stone, and you can usually find something that will kind of suit what you've got going on. I think I'm going to go with this one. And I really don't think that your Sims need stairs to get up here, but we can play test it real quick. Let me see if my buddy Otis can get up here on this house. He can. Okay, so we do need some stairs. We will go in and grab some real quick. I'm going to do white again. Just these basic ones. We don't need anything too fancy. And I'm going to drag it across 3 times. And you can also go behind the staircase, and there's a little part right here. You see how my hammer barely highlights it? You click that. We just got $136 back just from deleting the underside of the stairs. It is a true hack for sure. So also a quick tip that for me makes building a little bit easier is putting in this cheat. And to put it in, you hold Control, Shift, and C at the same time, and this will pop up. And then if you type in bb.moveobjects, no space, and you hit enter, and sometimes you have to type on, but I usually don't, and it'll work. And it cuts on my moves objects sheet, which means I can put anything anywhere and nothing's going to pop, or it doesn't restrict me. So that's definitely a handy tool to have, especially when you're trying to clutter things. Now, what I was thinking of doing, I might drag this down a little bit, was getting a fence. I really want to use this one and drawing just a little moment right here where you come in at, because this is a pretty cheap fence. We may have to end up deleting it, you never know, but for now we're going to leave it. And I'm going to take a little bit of terrain paint, and this is excellent for making a walkway using this square right here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to pick something out that I like. I'm probably going to do the Pebbles Please, and I'm going to line it up with my stairs and just hold down on my mouse. And I'm going to make this pretty little path that walks straight to the road. And that helps with detailing as well. I think that is about it for outside for now, because I want to save our landscaping for the end. That way we know how much money we have left, and after we've gotten everything that our sim needs, especially the necessities. So we're going to go in, and I'm going to actually leave my walls because I like how they're placed, and I'm going to get all the necessities. That way we know what we can where we can splurge a little bit of money at and where we can't. So first I'm going to get a door, of course. I'm not going to get any fancy door, just a basic white door right here will be perfect. And we're going to lay some flooring down. I'm also going to go ahead and get some lights put in, because if you can't see anything, it's not fun. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get these cheap little saucer lights. And these are the brightest lights in the game pretty much. They were big and they put in the game the mini ones because everybody was shrinking them down anyway. And they really are very, very bright. Now looking in here, I feel like I have a lot of space. I feel like I might have too much space, but we're going to see if we can fill it all up. I'm going to put down these floors. I think I'm going to do maybe these kind of tannish ones. I'm going to put them everywhere in the house. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put some white paint down. I learned this from watching Deligracy. She said that it makes things brighter when you're trying to figure out your colors and like put everything down. And it really does. I love putting down my white walls first and putting my lights in, because I just feel like it helps guide me and helps me know where I want to start. So I think what we may do with this floor plan, I wanted to put the kitchen maybe right here in this area, and maybe like a little dining area. And this could be a tiny living room, or it could be the tiny dining room. It's really up to you, but we might make it the dining room. I might change my mind. I get a little indecisive with these floor plans, y'all, and that's completely normal to be that way. I feel like everybody does that. Everybody runs out of inspiration sometimes and struggles, so I completely understand. I'm going to go in and I'm going to get these countertops. They are not that terrible. Maybe I can make it work. And we're just going to put our counter around kind of like this, trying to pay attention to that budget. I forgot, I need to go ahead and lay out our essentials. So in this bedroom, I'm going to put everything we need. We know that we're going to need a toilet. We know we're going to need a sink. We'll do this one for now. We know we're going to need a shower. We'll do this one for now. We're not going to be able to fit a bathtub in here, so that's fine. We know we're going to need a bed. I'd prefer to get this one, so I'm going to try for it. We know that we need couches. Okay, that is a necessity. I'm not sure which one I will use yet, but we'll just put it down for now. And that's pretty much all the other essentials I can think of. So I'm just going to go ahead on with this kitchen as I was. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get a refrigerator. I think I'm going to do the black one. And we need our stove. I might just place them beside each other. It's your preference. Wherever you want to place this bad boy, you stick it there. But I like how this looks because I didn't want to take up this counter space with a stove and it be right by the door. That would not have looked good. So I feel like this is the perfect spot. Now I'm going to try to get a couple of cabinets for the top. What I've been liking to do personally, this is lately, I like to make sure I get the 2 end pieces because those have the cute clutter inside of them most of the time. And then I like to get the tiny ones up here. And I don't want to go all the way around. I feel like it looks too heavy sometimes. And this actually looks cute. So I'm going to leave it just like this. And what I might do is get 2 counters right here that you can sit at just for maybe like a breakfast moment or whatever it may be. I'm just going to place them just like that. I may move them over 1 tile. And I'm pretty sure your Sims can still get back there. But we'll move it back just a little bit more just in case. And I'm going to get some bar stools to go right here. I'm actually going to get the cute new ones that we all got with the free update probably about a year ago. And I'm probably going to go with the green swatch. I love that green swatch. I wish we had more of this color green in the game. Unfortunately, we don't have that much of it though. So since I've taken up this much room with the kitchen, I think I may make this our living room actually. And I'm going to put just a small little sitting area here. I'm going to get a round table because they have this right here. They really don't need that much. And I want to do kind of a cuter one. Like I said, this don't have to be an ugly house. When people hear base game houses, everyone automatically thinks the worst. And it doesn't have to be the worst. You can make a base game house super cute if you want to. So I'm going to put this cute little table right here. And I'm going to get us 2 chairs. Let's get a white that matches. Ooh, this is cute. We can put this right here. And we'll get a little picture to go right here above it. That way the walls don't look so blank. And it just kind of accents to it. So I've been thinking about it. I think I'm going to do like a little collage moment right here. So I'm going to get these keys. I'm going to hold down my Alt key like we talked about earlier so we can free place. I think I'm going to get maybe this cute fork and spoon. And I'm also going to put this kind of menu looking thing. And I think that looks kind of cute together. If you wanted to, you could add maybe 1 or 2 more things, however you want to do it. But that looks really good right there. And I'm going to get a light that can come down right here while they're eating. Maybe something like this. And that's kind of a cute moment right there. Now, we do need a couple of curtains. That would be pretty cool. I'm going to put the white ones up just until we decide what our color scheme is really going to be. We're going to go back to our couches. And let's see if we can find one that might suit the vibe a little bit better. I might do this white one just to kind of go with the counter a little bit. The woods do not exactly match, but it's okay, y'all. It's The Sims, and this is kind of a cute couch. So we're going to ride her out. We're going to do it. I'm going to get a table because I think we can afford a table. I might do my coffee table right here and put the TV on it. I was thinking of getting maybe a lamp to go back here. Now let's get them a TV. It don't have to be major, okay? We can get this cheap one or this one. But another trick I wanted to show y'all is if you go back into that cheat bar and you hold down Shift, Control, and C, if you type in bb.showliveeditobjects, hit enter, and then type in bb.showhiddenobjects, it will bring up so many other things in debug that you can use, and they're all free. All of them are free. We're going to go more over that when it comes to landscaping here in a little bit, because we'll use a good bit of debug just so that we can fill the lot up more, and it gives it more detail. Like I said earlier, it's the little things, it's the little details, and we'll go over that a little bit later. So we're going to go back to this living room. We're going to get this TV, and if you hold your bracket bar, you can size it up a little bit so it's not such a small TV, and this one does not look crazy when you do that. So that's why I do it with this TV quite frequently. Even when I'm using all of my other packs, I do it with this TV because I like how this TV looks. Now we need to get a rug. So I was thinking, what if we done maybe a collage of maybe 2 rugs? Okay, I'm going to keep it with the blue because it does match that one pinstripe on that table. So I'm going to put that picture there. Maybe we can put something like this right here. And over here by the TV, we can get some plants to go right here. We might just do this one and pull it out just a little so it's not tucked completely away. And right here, let's see if we could get away with maybe a bookshelf or something instead of this picture. That way it can help with their skills, because having a bookshelf is super duper helpful when you're starting out fresh. It definitely helps with them skills. Now for this area right here, maybe we can put a skill building object. I think I'm going to put the easel, once again helping out in the beginning. I'm going to do the blue swatch. And what I may do is copy one of these little rugs and to size it down once again with the bracket keys, and then hold Alt and just kind of place the rug right there with it. That way it isn't all by itself. Now I'm going to go in with some different wallpaper because I'm not vibing with what's going on, and I just want a little bit of color to this build. That way it's not so blah. So I think what I might do, I'm thinking of either putting brick or tile on this wall back here. I actually think I'm going to go with the black brick. It's this brick right here. I just recently rediscovered this brick as well. The Steve and Graham's Habitat bricks are amazing. I love the texture of them, and I love the color swatches of them. Maybe a shoe rack. That way it doesn't look so bare. Adding just little bits of character. And I want to get a welcome rug for right here. I really like this welcome rug. I'm going to move all my bathroom stuff into the bathroom, and then we're going to start on the bedroom. So in EA, a lot of things, if you just place them, there you got a good bit of distance from the wall. So once again, if you just hold down that Alt key, you can move it back just a little, and it really is a space saver. It can make a giant difference. It can make the difference between your sim getting through something and not. That's how much of the gap there is. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to get a different table. I think this table will match. It does. And Alt, I'm going to move it out from that curtain a little bit, and we're going to go back. I'm going to get the same lamp I just had right here. I might actually go in with the black one, and I'm going to go find us a rug, maybe this one, and we'll size it down. I'm going to do this swatch of this rug right here, and I feel like the top of the bed, this looks a little empty, so I'm going to go find us a picture that can go right there. So maybe above the bed, we can just do this butterfly picture, maybe this one right here. Once again, I'm going to scoot it back against the wall a little bit, and I'm going to get a mirror to go in here as well. I'm just going to place it right there and see if I can get one of those round rugs, again, doing the same thing. I'm going to get the cream color, size it down a little bit, and I'm just going to scoot it up underneath the mirror to give it a little bit more depth. I want to see if I can get a picture to go right here. Maybe this one if I size it up. And that's pretty much our bedroom, y'all. It doesn't have to have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to add a plant right here if I can get away with it. We may take the guitar out. Yes, we're going to sell the guitar for now, and we're going to furnish the rest of our house. Actually, I can fit this big plant in here. I'm gonna do it too. I like this plant. I hate that it's so leafy. I want to be able to put it in more rooms. So here we are in the bathroom. I've got my sink over here. I'm gonna put my toilet there, and I'm gonna put my shower right here like this. So I'm gonna use this tile, I think in this swatch. I'm gonna fill it to the whole room. To fill it to the whole room at once, you just go over to this tab and select by room instead of selecting by wall, and it'll do the entire room. Sometimes more than one room is connected that you know of, so it'll paint a little bit more. So just make sure you're paying attention to that, especially if you're outside doing a build. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the same tile. And we're leaving the bathroom just like that, y'all. I like how it looks. I like how the bedroom looks, honestly. I like how this whole house turned out. So now we're going to go to this back porch right here. And I'm going to get a little bit more of this platform right here. I'm going to just stick it on like we did the front. I'm going to pull it all the way down. And I might even just make it to where it comes out the door, and we're going to try and paint some of this. So I'm going to get the stairs. I'm going to use the eyedropper tool again to bring the stairs around. And if you move them up, because sometimes people will leave their stairs like this and they don't realize if you select move and you move it up one more, it'll look a little bit better and less boxy. Once again, we're going to delete the underneath part. And you know, I just realized we never selected a platform. So if you go down here, you can choose, or a foundation, you can choose foundation skins or different looks for your foundation. You don't have to stick with this gray one. And there's so many that you can choose from. Honestly, most of them are in BaseGame. So I'm going to take my eyedropper tool once again. I'm going to copy what I've got going on up there. But it looks a little funny now down back here. So I might change it and just do this gravel kind of moment like that. See what I mean? And I just realized the back of this house isn't painted, and I used that same tool. So make sure you pay attention, especially to your house, because it will move on you and you won't realize it. So now we're going to go over the debug part. I'm going to go to my search bar since I've already put my cheat in, and I'm just going to type debug, and you're going to click just one of these wherever you want to click. And I'm going to make sure that my filter's on BaseGame only debug. So if I scroll down, I think it'll show me all the debug. It will. So I just scrolled all the way down, and now I'm in debug. And I'm going to get some trees so that our lot doesn't look so empty. Now, it's not cataloged in debug unless you get a mod for it. So you do have to search, but if you're getting all these items for free, you may as well search for it, and you can spend more money on your house making it look a little more detailed and a little bit better. So I'm going to select maybe this tree and size it down a little bit, maybe just one. I'm going to put that in the backyard and just fill it up a little bit. I'm going to get this tree and I'm going to put it in the front yard. See, there's even, you can put this on your house and make it look like greenery is growing up it. It's super cute. The only thing about debug is you cannot use this dropper tool. It won't work. So when you're in here, it helps sometimes if you just like stock up on what you think you might use and just kind of place it to the side, and you can go through and sort it all once you're done. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just some of these plants and stuff that I think I'm going to use, and I can delete it later if I decide I don't want it. Okay, so I've went through and I've gotten most of what I want, and these bushes come in debug. So what I personally like to do is shrink them down, one or two, whatever you prefer, what size you prefer. Sometimes in order to landscape, you're going to have to lower down your foundation. That way it doesn't clip and try to like go upward. So I went ahead, I lowered mine down, and I can see these look a little big. I'm going to shrink them down one more, and I'm just going to kind of like merge them together. That way it looks like that's how they're supposed to look anyway. Okay, so now we've got our shrubs right here. And now I might want to add just a little bit more to it. I like it to look messy. To me, the messier it looks, most of the time, it looks so much better. So I'm going to shrink these down actually, and I'm going to pull them kind of like this. And I'm going to make somewhat of like, I guess like a circle. That way I'll know more of a guideline of where I'm wanting my stuff to go. Okay, so I kind of have my little guard area right here. Now I'm going to start taking some of this stuff, shrinking it down, and just kind of randomly placing it. I have no rhyme or reason really to how I'm placing it. Sometimes I'll follow a little bit of a pattern, and sometimes it's easier to use the same however many objects or plants in one area. That way you kind of know what you're going with here. And there you have like a super cute little moment right there. And I didn't even use half of this stuff. So now I'm going to delete some of this, I think. Or actually what I might do is go to our backyard. And you can actually use these as a fence, y'all. So I can move these up and kind of make like a square little fence moment back here. And I'm going to leave this part open just for a little walkway area. Okay, so now I've landscaped both these little parts and it gave it so much more detail. It looks so cute, y'all. This house is really cute. So I think I'm just going to raise my foundation to here. That way we aren't even required for the steps. And I may just pull these out on either side. That way it's more of just a larger step down and it's not going to require those stairs, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this extra stuff I had with the exception of these flowers. I'm going to take these flowers right here and I'm going to shrink them down and I'm just going to place them right here around this tree. And it gives like a more full effect for the tree. That way it doesn't look like it's just sitting there all by itself. And I really think I'm going to fill this area in with the gravel. And I'm going to do the same thing I done up there. Just hold it down in the square that we're wanting to fill. And now I think I'm going to make a little pathway that goes from back there to up here. So I'm going to use my circle and I'm going to make it just a little bit. I'm going to adjust the softness. I'm going to make it a little bit softer. That way if I mess up, it'll be a little bit easier for me to fix it. That looks super cute. And what I like to do is go up here to grass and flowers and select scratchy and patches and just kind of go over the edges a little bit. Add a little bit more depth in there. Now that I've done that with this path, I'm going to do the same thing but with my landscaping. It'll also give the illusion and make it a little more realistic. So I'm going to go on with Muddy Mud. Once again, keeping the softness because it's easier to go back and fix when it's a little bit softer versus when it's super harsh. Okay, now that I've taken care of that, we've got a little bit of spare money and I'm going to try to fit in a tiny table and chairs back here. And if we can, no, we can't afford a barbecue. I was going to say we can put in a barbecue right here, but maybe that's something that your sim can work for. But I do, however, want to put some outside lights. And I think that's pretty much going to wrap up our video, y'all. Look, everybody struggles to build, okay? And I hope that this video helped you at least like maybe 1%. If it even helped 1%, let me know, y'all. Let me know if y'all like this kind of content for me. Let me know if you want to see more of this on my channel. I would love to do that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, please. And I hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.